All right, we're going to be doing notes on the conditional tense. This is for Español 3, capítulo, Unidad 5, lección 2, el condicional. So this is not the subjunctive. We're moving on to a different verb tense and called the condicional. And when do we use the conditional tense? First bullet point is use the conditional tense, el condicional, to say what someone would or wouldn't do. It's usually in the future. I would like the pandemic to be over. I would like to know what we're doing next month. That kind of stuff. So conditional, it's dependent on something else. So go ahead and copy this down. Take complete notes in your own handwriting. Using different colors is better for your memory. Next question, how do you form the conditional? So a couple of things. All verbs, whether they end in AR, ER, or IR, have the same endings in the conditional tense. Yay. So we only have to learn one set of endings. Conditional and future are really similar in the way that they are done, and they're both simple tenses, I think. So they're going to have the same endings. Next bullet point, add the endings directly to the infinitive of regular verbs. So we're not going to cut off any AR, ER, IR endings. You just add it directly to the end, just like the future tense. So these are cousins of each other. Let's see, slide that tune out there. So let's take a look. If we have the infinitive of a verb like llevar, or resolver, an AR verb, an ER verb, or discutir, to discuss or argue, then you add directly these conditional endings. They kind of look like the imperfecto ending. So ia, ias, ia, iamos, iais, and ian for your endings. You'll get forms like llevaría, I would carry, or I would wear. Resolverían, they would solve. Discutiríamos, we would discuss or argue. And those are your only endings you add for any verb. We do have irregularities, of course. There isn't a song for it. It's going to use the same stems as the future tense, which is cool. So we're going to take both those and get things like llevaría, I would bring. Resolveríamos, we'd solve. Discutirías, so you're going to say discutir, ias. You just put it all together. It's kind of hard to pronounce because they're longer without cutting off the AR, ER, or IR. Discutirías, you would discuss. You would argue. All right, if I'm going too fast, just hit pause and slow me down automatically. All right, so that's the important part, is those endings. We do, of course, have irregularities, like always. So our next point will be, our next question is, what are the irregular forms of the conditional? So verbs that are irregular in the future tense have the same irregular stem in the conditional. So back when we learned dire, are, podré, pondré, saldré, tendré, vendré, querré, sabré, habrá una fiesta. Those stems, the first half of the verb, are going to be irregular the same way for the conditional. If we wanted, we could sing a conditional song. It'd be verse 2 of that same one. Diría, haría, podría, pondría, saldría, tendría, vendría, querría, sabría, habría una fiesta. There would be a party instead of future there will be. All right, you do not have to learn that song. If you already remember your future tense song from before, you're going to use the same stems. So next bullet point, irregulars still use regular endings. Good news, we're still going to be using these, ia, ias, ia, iamos, iais, ion, just adding it to a changed stem. All right, so let's take a look at these changed stems again. Decir has a D-I-R change, but it's going to be diría in the conditional. I would say. Instead of dire, I will say. They're both in the future, but there's a little bit of difference between will say and would say, right? Will is more of a fact. I will go to Vacaville on Tuesday. I would go to Vacaville on Tuesday if they let me. So that would is conditional on something else. Hacer, haría. I would make. We often put apostrophe D for would in English, so the conditional sometimes is hard to identify. I'd make is I would make, right? I'd do, haría la tarea, pero no sé qué es. Next one, poder would be podría. I would can. We usually say could. I could. And then poner would be pondría. I would put, I would place, I would set. Would be that form. Slide this up a little bit. Next one is quería. Actually, with two R's, querría. Querría. If it only has one R, it's going to mean I used to want. I wanted in the imperfect in the past. So that r is kind of important there. I would want. I'd want. Sabría. I would know information. Sabría. And all the other forms. Sabrías, sabría, sabríamos, sabríais, sabrían. Oh, by the way, it's not a mistake that we're using ia and ia twice. The yo form is ia ending, and the el, ella, usted form is also ia ending. Vendría, I would come. Also he or she. Saldría, I, he or she would leave. Tendría, I would have or I'd have. And habría, there would be. This is H-A-Y in the present. I, había, there used to be. Habría, there would be. Now it goes into the future conditionally. All right, if I'm going too fast, pause it. All right, next question. Can you use conditional in a sentence? I'm going to give you several sentences for an example. I'll just show you the first one. I would put the scanner here. Yo pondría el escáner aquí. Pondría. I would put it here, but there's something keeping me from doing it. You don't have to have the second half of the sentence, but you have to have a feeling of maybe I can't put it there. So this kind of has a subjunctive feel to it. I would do this if I had money. I would put the scanner here if you hadn't spilled water on the table. So yo pondría el escáner aquí, period, or give the reason why you conditionally can't do it. Let's try another one. Number 2, we would play checkers. I'll pause for a minute while you think of how you would say that. Checkers. Damas is checkers, by the way, new vocab. Oops. We would play jugar. We're not going to do any stem changing or any wacky subjunctive changing or anything like that. The only irregularities we have are diría, haría, podría, pondría, saldría, tendría, vendría, querría, sabría, habría una fiesta. Those from the list, those are the only irregularities. So there are no like juegue or anything like that. We're just going to have jugaríamos a las damas. Jugaríamos. We would play. All right, next one. I would bring the blanket, but I don't have a blanket. So here's one where they're explaining why it's conditional. I would bring the blanket is a complete sentence. I could end it there. Traer is to bring. Go ahead and write out how you think you would say that. Pause for a moment. I would bring the blanket. Here we go. Llevaría or traería. There's 2 ways you can say bring. La manta, pero no tengo una manta. All right, let me give you a few more examples since I'm not there for you to ask questions directly, just give you more examples. This would be your number 4. If you want to be a perfectionist, you can. Number 4. Oh, I'm showing you the answer. All right, number 1. I would love to go to Mexico. I would love. So, encantar. We've actually seen this before. Me gustaría is conditional tense, and so is me encantaría ir a México. I would love to go to Mexico. Let's try another one. We would leave at 10 tomorrow. We would leave at 10 tomorrow. So to leave is salir. So go ahead. How do you think you would say that? Whoopsie. All right, we would leave at 10 tomorrow. In Spanish would be nosotros saldríamos a las 10 mañana. So saldríamos, it's one of the irregulars. If you look to your list above, you'll see that salir becomes saldr in its stem, and then we add the normal endings for all verbs. Saldríamos. Next one, they would attend a show. Asistir is to attend. They would attend. Asistir is not irregular. Make sure you're not cutting off the IR when you write your answer. Should be asistirían un espectáculo. Asistirían. All right, number 4, last one. He would put the game pieces in the box. Whoa, where did I put it? I guess it's over there. Oh, how am I going to do this? Here. Tricky. But he can't. All right, he would put the game pieces in the box, but he can't. Using poner. Got some new vocab in there. Game pieces are fichas. La caja, box. And then he can't is not conditional. That's just going to be a regular present tense. All right, what would it be? Do your pre-thinking before I show the answer. He would put the game pieces in the box, but he can't would be él pondría las fichas en la caja, pero no puede. Él pondría, irregular. All right, so that is the entirety of the conditional tense. We don't have to do anything beyond that because this verb tense is very simple and straightforward. It only takes one set of notes to learn. And now you can continue on with your other assignments for the week. If you have any questions, you can text me questions. I also have the Zoom office hours set up for you to have a face-to-face with me. And I'll give you more details on that through School Loop. You could also email me through School Loop with questions. All right, take care. Keep washing your hands. Stay inside.